All right, welcome. And this session right here going to explain a few different things about how to understand the market, how to deal with your emotions, when to enter the market, and how to really trust in your strategy every single time you're looking for a trade. When you're first looking at a pair, like I said all the time, we're starting from the 4 hour time frame. Seeing things just like this, you can look at the days and times of the exact points of when price action came to these levels. You see how this right here was July 8th, way back here was July 8th. You see how this point right here was July 14th. You see how this point right here was around July 16th, and you pretty much get the picture. That's why you can start from the 4 hour, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1, and that's pretty much how you find your entries. And you're always trusting in the same exact levels, meaning that your entry should always be at the same point where price action react in the past. So seeing these given touches every single time, and you're seeing how price action is right back at that same exact level. Notice that, right? No matter what day across the time, you see price action always reacting at that same level. Now, coming to the next way, you have to think about it. That's the 4 hour. We're starting there first to find our time frames in the overall levels of which price action is going every single time. Now, going back here a little bit, now that we see price action is at the same exact past level, we get even closer to understand that, okay, we see if it's down here, if it decides to respect this level, it can go way back to the top side and come right back here to this past level, being the past level of resistance. So we can measure from here to here and be like, okay, it's about 36 pips, right? It's not bad at all, about 36 pips all the way to the top side. But to get into this trade, we'll have to see some kind of price action at the lower level, right? That's the key thing. To go long, we need to see some kind of price action on the lower time frame before we see it push all the way up. So from here, this is what I mean by doing the 4, the 3, the 2, and then doing the 1 and seeing how price action be acting at that level going all the way down. You can be patient to see is anything bullish going to happen here within them time frames before you just hop in for a buy, and that's what you're waiting for. And you see as time go on, nothing bullish happened at that level. So you're not seeing anything bullish here. You're thinking a different way, right? Because now you know this, right? This right here is the past level of support. We know that clear as day. And now that price action is breaking below this level, right, is no longer respecting that level, is breaking below it. And you know, after a break below, you're looking for a pullback to the same exact level. It's just that simple. You're looking for a price action to pull back to the same level to get in for a sell now all the way back to the downside. It's always easy, right? If it's not going to respect it and give you some kind of bullish confirmation, 4, 3, 2, 1, the same way we did, you cannot go for a buy, right? Because nothing is telling you it's going to respect that same exact past level. So if you don't see that and it's falling below that level, you automatically expect a pullback to the same level. And it's the same thing all the way across, right? You get in for the pullback and you make that money all the way to the downside. So instead of going long, you're looking to go short. And it's easy, right? And now in this direction, you have TP1 and then TP2. Easy, right? And you have your stop loss above the level. Now, also, you really have to trust in the structure. Okay, you really have to trust in your structure, because getting in for an entry is easy because you know exactly where price action went to. Okay, so seeing this right here, 1 second, you know price action is exactly at the same exact past level as always in the past. So seeing this level, we can be like, okay, this approximately is around 0.7284. So we can say 0.80, no, excuse me, 0.7284, right? 0.7284. We can say it's somewhere around there in that level. And it's easy, right? You can mark it up just like that because that's going to be your entry. And then everything below it is going to be your TP2. Now, talking about the pullback, if you see in price action falls down on the 4 hour, you want to see that pullback happen on the 4 hour. And once the pullback happen on the 4 hour, you can do the 3, the 2, the 1 to find confirmation to get in for the sell. Okay, so when price action is doing this, is pulling back, just that simple. You're being patient. Nothing right away, unless you want to get in for a sell limit. But if you're looking for a strategy wise to get into the trade, you're waiting for this, right? You're waiting for a clear confirmation that price action is going to fall to the downside. So myself, when I see price action do this right here, being very patient, you can be 4, 3, 2, 1. Look right here on the 3-hour. Look at that evening star on the 3-hour time frame, right? This is what I mean. You saw how it on a 4-hour went down to the 3-hour, but everything is still the same way, right? It's no different. Everything is still the exact same way. You're still looking at the exact same price action level, okay? So everything in the past is not different from the 4-hour. It's still just time. Time is not separate. So seeing this right here, we're still looking for a confirmation. And this being the evening star, that's going to be our confirmation, right? We have an evening star confirmation right there. 1 second. We see an evening star, and that's the way we trade, right? It falls below the level, pull back to the same level, makes the evening star the bearish confirmation. We get in for a sell, stop loss above the level, and we have TP1 and then TP2 like so. Easy, easy, very, very simple, right? You don't got to overthink it or do anything like that. That's a simple way how you can view that pattern. We can also add other things in the mix, right, to make everything look exactly perfect how we want it to be, right? So coming here, we can do anything like this. Seeing how price action pulls back, we're looking for the evening star, and it's just that simple, right? You're being patient and seeing how price action is going to be. And look at that. Beautiful trade all the way to the downside. You do not have to overthink these things. And when price action is pulling back like this, and then fall below, pull back once again, you can easily get in for another trade. Just as simple, right? If you're looking to go short once again and add another lot size and put your stop loss above the level, then look at that. You're into 2 different trades, right? The first trade from the first entry all the way here is about 30 pips. You can add another lot size once it pulls back here and do the same exact thing and make all this money to the downside. Price action pulls back to the same level, and you see exactly how it comes to be. Fall all the way to the downside, a perfect trade off a very simple pullback. So this right here is a very, very simple way you can enter the market by just using simple price action. You would not have to overthink it, and most of the time, it's all about seeing price action break a level of structure. If it falls below that level and pull back to the same level, you can easily enter at the same exact level. Like this entry right here was the same thing as this in the past. You don't got to overthink it. This entry right here is the same thing as the past, right? You don't got to overthink it. Do this every single time, and you'll find a lot of clean entries. I'll see you next time.